Hello there. It's been a while. Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't posted in a couple months, but hopefully this video kind of clears up why. Today's video is going to be very different. It's not a garden update, it's not a tutorial or a plant tour. It's about mental health. Because truthfully, over the past couple months, I haven't been doing the greatest. If you know me in real life, you know that I am super open about my mental health because I think it's something that people shouldn't be ashamed of. I deal with a lot of depression and anxiety because yeah, girl's got a very traumatic past. I take medication, I see a therapist, and as you can probably tell, I like to make jokes about it. I find that humor is a coping mechanism for me, and hopefully I don't say anything too inappropriate in this video. That being said, I don't want to offend anybody, so please just know that I'm not making fun of mental illness, I'm just making fun of my mental illness. So usually when I sit down to record these videos, I have some sort of script or talking points, but I figured, you know, let's just make this a super casual conversation, like two friends bonding over their traumatic pasts over a cup of tea. Which reminds me, I wanted to make some tea for this video, so let's go. So because this is a plant/gardening channel, I figured today we could talk about how plants are good for your mental health. Or as I like to call it, my reason for justifying coming home with a plant every other day. I feel like a lot of people got into collecting plants during the pandemic, and it makes total sense because, you know, a lot of people, including myself, started working from home, and I feel like they just realized how boring and depressing their places looked. And let's be real, this pandemic has had a huge impact on a lot of people on a mental health level. You know, it's been really isolating for a lot of people with not being able to go see your friends or go out to your favorite bar or restaurant. And even if you do go out, you kind of feel like you can't fully enjoy yourself. There was maybe 2 or 3 times that I went out to a restaurant over the past couple months with some friends or my fiance, and the entire time, like, I felt like I couldn't enjoy going out and being with friends and having good food and drinks. Like, I don't know, it's just a weird mentality. Like, I was like, I really don't want to be out right now. And with the colder weather coming, especially here in Canada, it's not like you can go have a picnic in the park unless you're cool doing it in a bunch of snow, which, like, if you are, then more power to you. And especially here in Toronto, all indoor dining is now banned, and not many people really want to eat out on a patio right now. So it kind of sucks for those restaurants because, you know, the patios and takeout is kind of what kept them going over the summer, but now they're only gonna be able to do takeout, which kind of sucks because I already had like a couple of my favorite restaurants closed down and I'm super sad about it, so I'm really hoping the other ones I enjoy ordering food from also don't go under. Anyways, I'm kind of straying away from the point about talking about plants, so let's go back to the whole working from home bit. Did you know that working in an environment with plants can improve your concentration and memory by 20% and boost your creativity by 15%? Those are scientific facts, folks. Just think about it. If you're in a boring, lackluster work environment with nothing to, you know, engage your mind or get those creative juices flowing, your productivity levels probably aren't going to be the best. However, if you're working in an environment where there's something to get you psychologically engaged, you're more likely to be in a happier mood, which results in you working better. There was actually a study done back in 2014 where a group of psychologists went to a call center looking type office and they observed the working habits of the employees that were there. And then they brought in a bunch of plants and basically placed 1 plant per every square meter, so basically all employees could see some sort of plant at any given time. And when they observed the employees' working habits after bringing in the plants, they found that their productivity levels were way higher than they were before. I'm going to show you pictures of 2 office spaces and tell me which one you would rather work at. Case closed. My next point is that plants reduce anxiety, which clearly I don't have enough in that case because I'm a nervous wreck 99% of the time. Just seeing and being surrounded by plants can make you feel calm and relaxed, and I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love being in nature. I love hiking, camping, whatever it is. I just love being surrounded by greenery and lush, beautiful outdoor spaces. So I try to recreate that environment in our apartment because, especially living in the city near the downtown core, you can kind of feel like you're trapped in a concrete jungle, and honestly, majority of the time, I just want to be rolling around in a field of tall grass and being physically connected to the earth. So having plants to brighten up your environment is amazing, but I think this next point is probably the best reason, in my opinion, for why plants are good for your mental health. I find that caring for plants can be so rewarding, like whether it's watching my little vegetable seedlings start sprouting out of the soil, or when my new pothos plant starts unfurling a new leaf. There's just something goes off in my brain that makes me feel so happy and so proud, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a very rewarding feeling. Some people think that caring for plants can be overwhelming, especially if you have a ton like I do, but I would say it's more nurturing and empathetic work rather than something that I see as a chore. Like, plants shouldn't cause you stress, they should promote nice, relaxed feelings for you. I know sometimes it can feel like a bit of a chore because you're like, oh, I gotta water this and prune that and fertilize this and do that, but I always find after I do all that work, I feel so productive. And especially when I'm having like a really bad depressive episode and, you know, like I can barely get out of bed or make myself a proper meal or shower or just kind of do the bare minimum of functioning as a human being. It's the little victories that come with caring for my plants that I find so rewarding, and they just make me feel good. As lame as it sounds, it makes me feel as if I'm putting out a little bit of good into the world. I was actually reading an article the other day about how plants are good for your mental health, and I'll link it for you below if you guys want to check it out. And the writer, Shauna Davis, she finished off the piece by saying this point, and I think it's really good, so I'm gonna read it to you guys. I'm also reading off my computer because I can't memorize it. She says, "Caring for your plants is essentially a reminder to take care of yourself. When I struggled mentally and found it hard to take care of myself, my plants suffered because I wasn't caring for them either. However, when they're happy and green, it usually means I'm more attentive to myself and taking care of my physical and emotional needs. When I'm able to witness the way my plant's leaves naturally unfurl to receive sunlight, I get an instant boost of happiness. It reminds me to do what I find fulfilling instead of solely focusing on my obligations. It's a reminder to always keep going and keep growing." And I just think that's so lovely. Anyways, that's all I wanted to share with you guys today. To be honest, I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload next. I had originally intended on doing an update at the end of August for my balcony garden, but obviously that didn't happen because depression. Sometimes I just want to do stuff in my garden without feeling obligated to film things, because that's when it turns into more of a chore for me and I find I don't enjoy it as much. And don't get me wrong, I love filming and editing these videos, but sometimes I just want to do something for myself. So bottom line, I'll see you when I see you, and in the meantime, remember to take care of yourself and be kind to others around you. And if you ever need someone to talk to or go plant shopping with, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk with you. Like and subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye!